Hi guys, this is a quick intro before the episode actually starts. I wanted to preface by saying there is a portion of the podcast which happens in the first segment before we start questions where the audio completely cuts out. I've been having so many technology issues, which has been really frustrating, which is why I've had a little gap in posting these episodes as well. Something's for real in the air. I don't know what it is, but because of this, I just wanted to disclaim that the audio changes to my camera for literally probably a minute and then goes back to the podcast regular audio. You'll notice it. It's very obvious, but I just wanted to say that so you guys know that it's just not going to sound like shit for the whole entire time. Other than that, the rest of the audio is good. And this episode is very fun, little girl talk, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Between You and Me. Today we are back with Sofia.
Hi.
Me and Sofia did an episode like almost 2 years ago, I think. Pretty early on.
So.
It's been a minute.
Long time.
And that episode was all about the introduction, a little bit to our friendship, how we know each other, and then some stories. Honestly, I don't even want people to really listen to that episode.
We've changed a lot since then, I feel.
We definitely have.
We both just got out of like breakups.
At the time, yeah. So we were super heavy into speaking on that subject, I feel like, because it was really in the time frame, appropriate for the time frame. Now we're in completely different areas.
I know. Different situations.
Both actually in relationships. Both started dating our boyfriends at the same time.
Crazy. Same month.
Same anniversary month.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Spooky. I saw a TikTok, not to completely not have an introduction at all, but I saw a TikTok that was like, do you ever have those one friends where you literally go through the same exact things in life?
Us?
And I'm like, yeah, I do.
Alex sometimes goes through them like a little bit earlier, which is like I kind of have something to like, you know,
like, I know if that happens to Alex, it's probably gonna happen in a couple months.
Exactly. So yeah.
Literally all of our life experiences have happened at similar times, and mind you, our birthdays are a day apart, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Aries season,
I think.
Maybe our birth chart. Who knows?
Somewhere in the stars.
Yeah.
But anyways, that episode, if you guys do want to listen to it, fair warning, it's a little interesting. But
don't advise.
Don't advise, to be quite honest.
Don't take any of that advice from that podcast.
Take all of that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, you guys can listen to that first if you want to know a little bit more about how Sofia and I met, our friendship, yada yada. But today we are going to be doing a girl talk episode. I asked you guys over on @Between You and Me podcast Instagram for any questions that relate to like girl talk vibes, and I have a lot of fun questions. I have a lot of interesting questions, just all over the chart. Anything that has to do with girl talk, things that you would talk to your girlfriends about.
Why am I scared?
Honestly, you have nothing to fear, but I have some really, truly interesting ones.
Okay, truly, Alex didn't show me like any
no,
these questions.
So any of the shocking ones, which at the end I have more like stories that we're gonna go through, like more in depth what people sent.
Okay.
The first couple ones that we're gonna go through are just quick subjects that we're gonna talk about and give our opinions and stuff.
No problem.
Here's a good one, easy one, I think, to start off with. How do you know if you're ready for a relationship?
I fear
you might never know.
I feel like, no, you'll know. I don't know, but like what.
But how did you feel?
Like, I think I finally felt like I actually had the desire to like talk to someone again. So I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of like when you know, but like when how you know. Please. I get into a beat. No, I feel like, I don't know, I knew because I felt like I actually like wanted to see someone and like get to know them and like actually like talk to someone, because before that I was just like so not interested in anyone. Yeah. How about you?
I think this answer could be given in two contexts. Like one, let's say you've been single for a really long time and you're trying to decide like, oh, should I get into a relationship now? Or two, in our case, like just went through a breakup, like it hadn't been that much time, but it had been a good, decent enough amount of time. And at that point you're deciding like, oh, do I want to get into a relationship? Have I healed enough? Have I figured my shit out? Like, I think my time, like me figuring out if I was ready for a relationship was really confusing.
Yeah, me too.
It was hard because I was still like spooked in a sense, like afraid of the bad parts of my previous relationship and like reliving kind of like the shitty stuff. Also, the aspect of like you don't want that person, like the new person, to like suffer because you're not 100% mentally like capable of a relationship. So you know what, I think my answer to this question would be like, in order to know if you're ready for a relationship might depend on the person that you're trying to get into a relationship with.
Right.
And I think keeping like a super open communication with that person, being like, this is where I'm at, like this is how I feel like going into a relationship. I want to go this slow or this fast or blah blah blah. I personally was really like vocal about the fact that I wanted to take it slow. Yeah. Because even at the beginning when I met Dante, I was like, I don't even want a relationship. So it like changed because of him. Right. Which I feel like obviously if it was any other person, like I wouldn't have wanted to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I just feel like when you meet the person, you'll feel like more comfortable with them. Yeah, like if you feel comfortable with them, then you should feel comfortable to vocalize like things that you're still working through and like stuff like that. Like I know for me, my concern was, I didn't want to get hurt again. So I was like scared. So I was like hyper aware of like literally everything. But with that being said, like if the person's patient enough to like work with you and stuff like that and your insecurities, then all should be well. And yeah,
it's depends person to person. And definitely a good way to know that you're not ready for a relationship is if you feel like you're always putting up a fight. Like I feel like if you're always arguing with that person early on, like you're always having issues with them, like there's always problems, it's a sign that you're not 100% quote unquote healed, because obviously you're never going to be 100% healed ever, but like that's at least where I would think like you haven't gotten to the point where you can be open enough with a person to not argue with them all the time, not have miscommunication. And you need to be vulnerable with someone to be able to be in a relationship with them. So like if you're not there yet, you're gonna have a lot of issues with that person. And I think that's a pretty clear sign, like, okay, maybe you're not ready yet. Right. And it's just not going to be a healthy relationship if you force it.
Especially if you're running into the same problems that you had in your last relationship. Then it's like,
that's true. That's a really good sign. Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, just give it a shot.
Give it a shot. I feel like you don't know until you do it. Yeah. Because even at the time, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I like
just go with the flow type of thing.
Yeah. Just see how you feel, and that's it. See if it works.
Good luck to ya. Okay, this is more of a fun question, and it is: what is your ultimate version of an everything shower?
Well, gonna start off with putting on some music, period, and then preferably Party Next Door, something nice and chill. And then sometimes I like to light a candle.
Yes, same.
Far from my bathtub because I get really scared that that's gonna fall in. And then I just shower, I exfoliate, dare I say self-tan sometimes, depending how I'm feeling.
What do you use?
I use Saint Tropez. Okay. It's honestly not the best.
Really?
I feel like it doesn't last that long, but I just have a big bottle, so it's kind of like whatever, I'm gonna use it. And then do my skincare. I do a little clean mask, put a leave-in conditioner on. Yes. If I have energy, I will give myself a blowout the same night. If not, it'll be done in the morning because
fresh hair, and you wanna
because after you shave and like exfoliate and lotion, it's like I'm tired. Like, that was a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. You're right.
And then go into my clean sheets and watch a little Bratz movie and go to bed.
Oh, cute. Cute. Mine's pretty similar. I'd probably start off the same. Some music, a candle. I've been recently trying to dry brush. Ever heard of her? Dry brush is like any kind of brush exfoliator thingy that you put on your like you brush your skin in like a certain direction. Apparently it's like, okay, I could be wrong when I'm saying this type of shit. I'm a beginner, but like you brush your skin and exfoliate it in the direction of your heart. So it's like kind of like a lymphatic, like you're bringing your blood in the direction of your heart. It's supposed to obviously exfoliate your skin, help with like blood circulation, like just a bunch of different things.
I've literally never heard of that.
Yeah. So when I do an everything shower, I start off with that. It doesn't happen often, I'm not gonna lie, because it's a task.
Right.
It's literally a task to do that. But then you already pre-exfoliate before getting in the shower. Then I do the
you do it on like dry, like
yes,
before?
dry skin. Yeah.
Interesting. I've literally never heard of that.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty enjoyable, but like I said, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And then I'll do that. I'll hop in the shower, hair, shampoo, conditioner, sometimes a leave-in, or not leave-in, a hair mask. I'll use a little Gizu hair mask. And then we get out, we moisturize the whole body, and skincare. And then same with you. I truly never end up doing my hair the night of, because normally I'll do the everything shower at night.
Yeah, it's like ambitious, but
it's super
I can't
ambitious.
do it sometimes. Like it's just not.
Most of the time I'll go to bed. I'll maybe potentially, if I know that I want to like style my hair, like just air dry it. Or not air dry it, sorry, dry it with a hair dryer. Yeah. Not a blowout though.
No, the blowout takes a long time. Yeah,
a long time and a lot of arm strength
and energy that I don't have.
And then I probably will grab a snack and then watch a show. That sounds like so comfy and cozy. Or even a book.
You know what? I haven't been reading much. No, but I like reading. But
I'm
I just
on my summer reading kick a little bit.
But that's good.
Look at the book right there. I'm reading that Colleen Hoover series.
Say, I feel like I've seen a lot of people talking about
it. It was super like a TikTok book in the past like couple years. I'm really late to the vibe. I'm not gonna lie, super late to the vibe. But read the first one. It was so good. Mariella has it. I can ask her if you want to read it. Yeah, we can lend it to you. It's hers, but I'll ask her.
I'll ask her for you. Thank you.
But I'm on the second one. Really good.
Okay, good.
Really, really good.
I don't know. I feel like the last book I read was that like true crimey one, and then that was it.
Or
not true crime.
The wedding or the.
No, not the one that I gave you.
The one you lent me? Oh.
No, it was a different one. It was like about a girl that had like a true crime podcast, and then the like killer that she was like reporting on, or like her podcast was about, was like actively like trying to get her. So yeah, it was interesting. Honestly, not as interesting as I thought it was.
Spooky. Do you like a romance, or do you like those kind?
I like a romance as long as it's like a lighthearted romance. Not
Ooh, she's not lighthearted. The one that I'm talking about, I forget. It Starts With Us, I think it's called.
But what type? Like, okay, maybe you don't tell me.
It's definitely dramatic, a little traumatic too.
Is it gonna give me PTSD?
No.
Okay.
Thank God, no.
Like I just don't want any reoccurring themes coming up.
No, definitely not. But thank goodness it won't.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But I do like a crime book.
Well, leave us your crime book suggestions down below for Sophia.
Please, thank you so much.
I think I've never truly gotten into any other type of genre other than romance.
Really? And not the funny,
No, honestly, no. Like, Nilu got me that book, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and I haven't read it yet, but I know that that's not a romance.
Yeah.
So I'll read that and I'll see what it's like.
Like, I went through my self-help book phase.
Yes.
I think I need to get rid of all of them.
Burn them.
It's just like, I feel like it's enough. Like, I feel like reading should almost you should want to take your mind off of. Like, I know they're trying to help and it does help some people, and that's great.
Yeah.
And at one point in my life, it did serve me like a purpose, but burn them. It should be like watching a show. It should be.
Yes, it should be enjoyable. It shouldn't be tedious.
No.
I mean, I have also I have so many self-help books, some of which I haven't even finished.
Yeah.
But one of them that I really liked was The Power of Now. I haven't finished it, but it's one of those ones that you read a bit, then you just kind of put to the side and you come back to it, because it's a lot. It's a lot to grasp, a lot to take in.
I like that one that you suggested me. I don't remember what it was called though, but it was
was it little chapters?
Like a small little I think it's the blue and red one, right?
The Don't Sweat the Small Stuff.
Yeah, that one I think. Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I feel like if you're gonna get a self-help book, that's a good
something simple
one. It's lighthearted still, even though it gets into
simple, 100%.
You can read a chapter and be done.
Yeah, because I do think that these self-help books can get really repetitive.
They do, and then some of them it's obviously it's specific to the author, so then it doesn't really apply to you, and it's just kind of what is going on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, we went a little off topic there. But
start talking about our books. Welcome to Book Talk.
Welcome to Oh My God Book Club. We should start a book club. That's so funny. We should start a book club.
I want to.
Okay.
Down.
That's on our summer bucket list.
Add it to the list.
next one. Making more female friends and looking out for red flags in female friendships. Friends? Yes.
I haven't made a friend in like years. Like a female friend.
Yeah. I couldn't even lie to you. I haven't either. Like
I'm not opposed to it. I'm just not in like the settings where
you would make more friends.
No, like maybe like
work friends and stuff. No,
but I've worked with those girls for like 5 years.
Oh, okay. So like there hasn't been any new ones.
Maybe like within the last year, but like I don't.
Not super recently.
No, and like not like we hang out outside of work. Only a couple girls I hang out with outside of work.
Yeah.
And
see, that's the unfortunate part, is that as you get older and you're not in areas where you meet as many people, it does become a lot harder to make female friendships in general, to be honest, but specifically female friendships. I also feel like if you kind of grew up / are in the same area, it's truly just the same people around you.
It's like, who am I gonna make friends with? Someone I was friends with in grade 8 and now I don't talk to
exactly
anymore.
Like people that you've already been in similar circles with, cross paths with. Yeah. But if you do come across, you know, some girlies who you want to make friends with, I think some red flags, and this is specific to me because the type of friendships that I would be accepting of or want are like friends that are into the same things that I am.
Similar interests,
helps. And who like to spend time doing the same things that I do. So not going out every weekend. Yeah. As grandma as that sounds.
But we're like, grandmas. We're 25 years old.
Literally. Like, it sounds so drama. Like, when I was younger, I used to be like, why are these people, like, such losers? Like, they don't want to go out anymore. But, like, I get it. Like, I don't want every motive you give me to be like, let's go to this club. Let's go to this club. Let's go to this club. I don't think
me and Alex collectively have gone to a club together in, like, literally
probably, like, 2 years.
Even when we tried, I think we left within an hour and went to go get, like, A&W or something.
The last time we tried to go to a club, which was actually a bar, it was apartment 200 for my Torontonians, but it was the first time. I don't think I'd been, I think I had been to apartment 200, but like I never really spent a lot of time there, so I know not a lot of people like apartment 200,
but the music is good.
The music was okay. But when we were there, we ended up literally spending an hour, and then we're just like, hey, like I want to go.
There's just like not much to do. Like we like a moderate drink, but I don't think we're like heavy drinkers. Yeah. So it's like we don't want to just do shot. And maybe we're boring. Maybe it's us. People have fun clubbing. Maybe it's just us.
Maybe it's us.
But it's like, I don't know. You dance. People don't even dance anymore, for one.
Yeah, they're just sitting there, posted up.
Like, I would rather just dance and listen to my music.
You know what? If the club culture was different, I'd probably enjoy it so much more.
If it was, like, how it is in Europe or, like, in Greece when, like, people are actually, like, dancing and, like, having fun.
Yeah, like, stuff, now like, it's, like, it's a weird ego thing. It's a weird, flexing thing. Like, how much money are you spending on your bottles? And it's, like, I actually don't really care, truly. And also, I value spending time with my friends when I'm there, not, like, speaking really that much to other people.
Random people, yeah.
Anyways, what was the fucking question?
We're just like, we hate clubbing.
I'd want a friend who feels the same way and who wants to do fun things with me. Yeah. I value someone who's like down to go and do like whatever. Like, do you want to go do this? Yeah, let's blah blah blah. You know, like that type of shit. I feel like that's fun. And my red flag would be someone who's, like I said, always trying to go out. And, like, their motives with you and the only time they reach out to you is when they want to go do these, like, party things. Or they need someone to come with them somewhere or blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Like, that stuff to me is, like, okay, you don't actually want to really spend time with me.
Right, you just actually want a body beside you to, like,
exactly. You just want to feel comfortable with someone around you. It doesn't truly matter who it is.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, my red flag, I don't know if it's I don't know how to explain it, because it's like a red flag, but my red flag, but I feel like it would be too late to like realize it's a red flag. Like, you'd have to be friends with them and then this would happen. Well, okay. But like, kind of like them reacting to like things happening to you, like if something good happens to you, like, are they happy for you, or they seem jealous? There's a lot of jealous people in this world. Like, are they genuinely like happy when something good comes your way? Do they congratulate you? Do like they become dismissive, like do they not care, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, actually it's a really good point, and I didn't think about that. How they react to your accomplishments.
Yeah, that's a better way to phrase it. I don't know what
or like things that happen in your life or whatever.
Yeah.
And even like bad things that happen in your life, are they supportive? Are they there for you? Are they checking up on you? Or are they just like, oh, they're like not doing good, I'm just gonna leave them, like they can figure out themselves.
Yeah,
that's true. That definitely is a red flag. And honestly, it's like whether or not you figure that out sooner or later, like that's something that you don't want in a friendship anyways.
Also just someone that understands you and can communicate, or like good things to look for and bad things to look for, or passive aggressive friends and people that aren't happy for you, and that's about it.
I think like overall you'll catch a vibe of a person when you meet them, and if your gut's kind of telling you like, oh, like I don't really feel 100% like I can like trust this person or want to be that close with this person, I would like take a couple steps back and like put your boundaries, like set your boundaries, be like, okay, like I don't want to spend that much time with you or whatever it is. Like don't be afraid to hurt people's feelings sometimes, even though like I wouldn't be able to take that advice.
Yeah,
like I can't like tell people like, no, I'm good,
I don't want to hang out with you, I'm so sorry,
I don't want to hang out. Like I'll just do it the lame way where I'll be like, sure, and then
like, I fear I would just distance myself.
Yeah, like a distance situation for sure. Not the best, but yeah,
it works. But if you have it in you, then clearly communicate it. But if not, then just distance yourself, honestly. Like
100%.
It's fine.
All right, how to get over someone you didn't date but acted like a couple with for 6+ months. Many thought processes behind this one, to be honest.
Right? Like I'm just like,
because it's like difficult in a sense of like you were never truly dating, so I feel like there's like a mental block that happens when people are in that situation, because they're just like, oh well, I shouldn't feel this bad because I never actually dated them, like I wasn't fully in a relationship with them, so you like suppress a little bit of the emotions that you feel. But honestly, I feel like you just need to like welcome the feelings wholeheartedly and just go through them the same way you would any breakup.
I just feel like it's the same process. Like it's someone that you cared about, whether you had a title on it or not is like whatever, but it's just like,
because it happens these days. I think it's so much more common now than ever, because honestly I never really noticed people would be in situationships before.
Yeah,
all of a sudden now everyone's in a fucking situationship.
There's a lot of them, and me personally I would avoid them, but if you have it in you, then go
and
for
also
it.
I guess 6 months is not, well, 6+ months, but it's not like an extremely long time to be even just talking. Yeah, so sometimes people don't even get a title after 6 months, you know what I mean? So it's like
not abnormal.
Yeah, it's not abnormal. And I think you're in a good situation. Like you might not think it, but you are, because you're in a situation where you're able to see you guys didn't fit after a shorter amount of time, able to realize that it wasn't working earlier on than a lot of other people. Yeah,
people that have been in relationships for like years, and then they realize that it
didn't work out. Yeah, and I do have a heartbreak episode, so you guys can listen to that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite episodes I've ever made was how I healed my heartbreak or something like that. I think it's just a really universal feeling. Like you're not alone in that feeling. So many people, I think everybody literally goes through at least one heartbreak in their life.
In some form, yeah.
Yeah, so like you will find some reassurance in knowing that. And you will be okay.
Everything will be okay. We promise.
Now we're going on to our more juicier questions. These are going to be interesting.
All right.
I chose these ones because I was just like, wow, I want to like talk about them.
You're like, I really want to answer these questions actually.
Yeah. All right. Why do I feel nauseous after hanging out with a certain man? Me and this guy were together 4 years ago and connected again on and off over the past few years. A week ago, he came over and we hung out, ate food, and watched a show, then went to bed. We hooked up, and immediately after, I felt like I had to throw up. This feeling didn't go away until I ended up throwing up. I'm wondering, why the fuck does this happen? It's never happened with any other person I've been with.
I fear that is your intuition telling you to run.
Yeah. Okay, there's so many ways to look at this, because a lot of people would be like, oh no, like
you weren't feeling
like it's whatever, like you probably just like ate something bad, like blah blah blah. But like this could be true, mind you. It could be true that something actually just made you not feel good. It's also a matter of like how often do you see this person and how often do you not feel good.
Right.
Like if it's a one time, then like who knows.
Yeah.
But I literally had like, I was really young when I felt like a similar situation. But every time I used to hang out with this one guy, I'd actually, not even when I'd hang out with him, the whole time frame that I was talking to him, which was like no longer than a month or two, I felt nauseous. I was anxious. Like I was stressed out all the fucking time. And I was like 18 maybe, so I don't really know like why per se.
Right.
But when I look back at it, I'm like, I was fucking anxious. Like I barely liked this guy.
I was just gonna say like nausea and anxiety kind of go like this.
Exactly.
So if you're also feeling anxious, then it could be that. And then like what Alex said, like if it's happening every single time, then maybe it is your intuition being like, hey girly, like stop. But
there's something to say about like your mind and your body.
Yeah.
Like your subconscious mind could be like understanding that this person's not a right fit for you, or like you might not really like them so much. Or sometimes they say like your chemistry, like two people's like actual biological chemistry doesn't match.
Yeah.
So it will make you feel sick. Sometimes I hear like girls getting like UTIs or something being like a sign, or like apparently I hear this all the time. It's like your body knows like when you're not meant to be with someone. And like when I was younger, like mine wasn't even like, I don't even think I kissed this guy. Like maybe, I actually don't really know. But like it was just simply like the thought of this man
made you like
like I didn't like I wasn't eating properly. Like I literally remember, and I didn't understand why. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Because you were young.
I cut it off. I told him, I'm so sorry, actually let's just be friends. And he's like, what?
You're like, what the fuck happened?
He like has no understanding of why.
It's okay.
But yeah, I thought that was really interesting, because it definitely could be a sign to like that you're not a good fit with someone. Because they do say that like
your body can physically reject someone.
Yeah, I heard that as well. They also say that you should be attracted to like the pheromones of your partner, like weird things like how they smell, or like this or that the next. Like specifically as someone's partner, you will like them when like an average person like might not.
Yeah. And
that shows that like your chemistry does align.
Yeah, and you were
you were a match. Perfect match.
I was just gonna say perfect match. My favorite
Fuck
shot.
you, Harry Jowsey. We should have made a reaction episode to the perfect match. I know,
that was fucking crazy.
Oh, hated it.
I could literally talk hours about
it,
that
by the way. Did I tell you?
No.
Did we talk about that yet?
Not that you finished it.
Yeah, I finished it. Why the hell did Christine and
Nigel win?
Good first
question.
Of all, that was an alliance, and I know it. I know the people behind the scenes made an alliance.
But apparently they actually lasted the longest out of everybody on the cast.
Well, yeah, because they started the last, so
okay, well, the other people had 2 weeks up on that.
Yeah, still. I don't know. I didn't like them. They gave me nothing.
Okay.
They were there for 30 minutes. Like, how was I supposed to connect to them?
I know. And I have an issue with the whole Harry Jowsey situation.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone was like, oh, apologize to Melinda, which, like, sure, I know they didn't believe her, but she literally was, like, egging on. She was like, kiss me, there's no cameras, but you know that he's talking to that girlie, and I know, like, she doesn't owe Jess anything, like, I know, but just, like, as a girl...
Yeah, you're moving weird.
And then, like, I also agree when Jess was like, you could have just pulled me aside and, like, talked to me about this instead of, like, announcing it in front of, like, everyone, so, like... I still don't think Jess owes her an apology, me personally, but everybody was like, oh, it's an apology. Like, no, she never, like, deliberately was like, he didn't do this. And
she was just, like, wanted to look, like, not messy on camera, I think.
And I feel like she handled the situations in the show, like, well. Like,
I think
that's how
so,
I aspire to, like.
Me too.
She's like, I'm not gonna bash him in front of you guys, but I'm gonna go talk to him. And I was like, maybe because she's, like, the most mature. She has a child and she's, like, older.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if she's older. She looks great. I'm just assuming.
I thought maybe later 20s.
Maybe late 20s. I feel like some of them are early 20s, especially Brighton and like them. Like,
yikes.
I don't hate him.
You don't hate Brighton? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I truly feel, because first of all, the first show he was on, the Squid Games challenge one, I liked him in that show. Like,
Sophia, what? I can't stand by you. I can't.
But hear me out. Like, he's so himself, and I feel like he doesn't try to hide it. So it's like, if you're gonna go for a man that talks the way he does and like is so
that's on
not trying to put on like a front,
like he's just so openly annoying.
Yeah. But he's himself, you know? And it's like, if
I
that's what you're
guess.
going for, like, what's her name, Elise?
Yeah, Elise.
Was just staring at him. She didn't even care what was going on behind his...
Truly. That was
his
all
little brain. So, okay, so you
her.
got screwed over, and then it is what it is. Like,
yeah. No, I didn't feel bad for Elise at all. Because I'm like, ma'am, you had such a sweet
I know.
guy
A nice little man who's an Aries, by the way.
You. Was he?
Yeah.
Well... he was giving so much more peaceful than an Aries, truly.
But you know what, it was kind of Aries, because when he was like, did you match with him? And then she was like,
the confrontation,
let me explain myself. And
he was like, no,
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah,
that was giving Aries.
Yeah, that's very true. I liked him, to be honest. I thought he deserved better.
He was just a little boring, but he was a nice guy for sure.
He was a little boring, which maybe he wasn't the best look for a reality show, but in the day-to-day life, like, that's ideally who you would want. Someone who's all for you, who's nice, who's just fucking calm,
a sweet boy,
sweet person. Yeah, we went so off topic. Sorry if
we could literally talk about this for 25
Perfect Match. But my last point is that back to the Harry Jowsey situation. I think something's wrong with him.
I think he's not well.
Genuinely, something is wrong with him. He is a compulsive liar.
That was insane. Like, the way that she literally, like, he looked at her in her eyes and was like, I didn't do that.
The fact that he was throwing up, crying in the bathroom.
I knew he did it.
No, but you know what? He got me. I'm thinking to myself,
he got my mom too.
Yeah, I'm thinking Melinda's a fucking little rat. I'm like, why would Melinda say that for no reason in my head? And then I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, we can't 100% believe him. We can't 100% believe him.
You wanted to believe, like, I wanted to believe.
Yeah.
But the only reason that I didn't was based off his reaction. Like, if you know you didn't do anything, like, you truly, like, that is all that you did, and you already said that to her, and like, that's it. Why are you still throwing up? Why are you still crying?
Why are you crying in your bed? Why are you throwing up? Why are you stressed out?
Yeah, like, if your boyfriend came to you and was like, Alex, I know that you're cheating on me, you'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not gonna start crying and throwing up.
Yeah, you're right.
Because like,
I should have known better.
What did I do? Like,
like, why am I that stressed out?
It's like, you know, you didn't do anything, so it's like, if anything, I'm just gonna be angry. I'm gonna be like, why are you accusing me of this?
I would be just angry. Like, it would either be like me trying to resolve the situation, but if someone kept pressing me, I would get angry. I'd be like, hello, like, do you not believe me? Like, there's literally no other proof other than this.
Literally.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's it for the perfect match talk. Sorry about that,
guys. If you guys want a whole other
we'll make an extra episode if you guys want to hear about it.
Oh my god.
Okay, next one. This one's weird.
Okay.
I found my boyfriend's secret Insta account and I don't know what to do.
Break up with him.
I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years, and early on when we started dating, I looked at his phone and saw that he had another Instagram account. I asked him and he immediately got defensive and told me it was something private. The page ended up popping up on my Instagram suggested, so I looked at it and saw it was an account of emotional journaling posts/essays. I checked the followers and one of his exes was on there and he had a total of 10 followers. I still haven't told him I found this. I'm super weirded out. His ex is one of his followers. It feels like something I've been left out of. If he wanted to keep it private from me, it must have been something he thinks I'd be uncomfortable with. I don't know if I should confront him on these feelings of emotional betrayal or not, because it was something that was supposed to be private. What would you do?
I would address it. Just
100%.
Because I feel like even if it is something innocent or whatever, like, you also deserve to feel like secure in your relationship. So it's like, if there's something that's actively like making you uncomfortable, which this would make me uncomfortable as well, because it's like, why don't I know about this? And also, why is your ex still following it? If you only follow 10 people, like, I think the whole following situation is a whole other topic that I could get into and relate to. But anyway, it's just kind of like, I just feel as if you're only following 10 and that person's still there and he's still using that account because it's like something personal, but also like journal in a book. Yeah. You don't have to have a whole private account unless it was just for
notes,
you. Like, unless it was just for you. Like, for you, like, you're posting and you're seeing things and like whatever, but like,
but clearly it's an open account because she could see it. So if it's private and it's like, that's just for you, then sure, whatever. But if it's an open account and you're letting other people see it, but then when your girlfriend asks about it, you're just like, it's private.
I know, but like, explain yourself.
It's not literally private, so how is it private at all?
I know, and it's like, you do owe that explanation to the person you're dating. I feel like it's not really asking for too much to just like explain it to them. Yeah.
And also, to put some context, I feel like the fact that it was when they first started dating, she asked about it and he said it was something private, but he got defensive, right? Quote unquote. So it's like sometimes when you're starting a relationship, you're not trying to be like telling your whole life story to someone. But then again, within 2 years of being someone, you would think, hey, the subject will come up that I post my journal post on Instagram or whatever. You right?
Like it's a form of, I guess.
Like, it's a form of me expressing myself or whatever.
But like explain it. Like you don't have to get into every single like little detail. Yeah. But like
just
if
like
it's
briefly say this is what I'm doing or whatever.
It's not private enough. Okay. I feel like if the information is public enough that your ex can still see it, why can your current partner not know what's going on? Like,
no, that's 100% true. That's very true. And also keep in mind that I'd also check if it's active. Yeah. If it's not active, we don't really have a lot to worry about. Right. I'm a little crazy. I would still say unfollow her, even if it wasn't active. Yeah. But regardless, if it's not active and he hasn't told you about it, that one I can be like, okay. Yeah. Right? Because then it's just like one of those things he doesn't use anymore. But then delete it prior. Yeah, delete it. Or like if you do ask about it, there shouldn't be any trouble with him telling you what it's about.
But if he's like constantly going to be defensive about it, like that's also just like not a good sign. You know? Because even if it is nothing. Yeah. But like just I feel like out of courtesy, like explain.
And like if you care about someone, you're going to express that to them and like explain what they're asking. And also I feel like just because she wrote about this, it must be active. Now I'm like thinking that like, or else it wouldn't really be that much of a problem for her to say that she's feeling emotionally betrayed and things like that. But yeah, for sure, speak about it, see how he reacts, like ask to know why he's still like following that ex through that account. Like does it have any other meaning than like he just forgot? Because that would be the only excusable thing in my book. Because like why do you need that, you know? So I think it comes back to the basics, literally communication and understanding, like figure out where he came from. Don't think the worst yet. Don't think the worst yet until like you're proven that something bad is actually happening. Check the DMs. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait till he goes to take a shower.
Go look through his DMs on that account.
Me personally, I'm going through a phone. I'm not joking, but I mean, I'm not telling you to. Yeah. But me personally, I'm going through a phone.
I'm dead. I told myself I'd never do it again.
I did it last week.
No, you fucking
I did, and I'll tell you why.
Are you not afraid that Timmy's gonna see
He
this?
knows. I told him after though.
Okay.
Because I went on his. Okay, I was just.
Were you being like spooky, or were you just on it?
No, it was just sitting beside me. Okay. When he was playing basketball, and I seen a notification, not from like that day, but just like a notification saying, you have one comment on your photo, like a new comment, and he hasn't posted in like months, maybe even a year. Yeah. So I'm like, who the freak commented on his photo? And then I go on my phone, right, to see who commented. I see no comment. I'm like, oh, did he hide me from seeing the comments? Because you can hide. Do that? I think there's a way to hide comments.
Oh, but it would hide it from everyone.
From everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but the person wouldn't know that it was hidden. So I'm thinking maybe he pulled one of those on me. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, interesting. And then I press it. Okay, so then whatever. Game goes on. I'm like thinking about it the whole day. I'm like, who the freak commented on this picture? He hid me from seeing it. Like whatever. Goes to the shower. Phone is left beside me. I'm staring at it. I'm like, I'm gonna press this notification and hope he doesn't come in. So I press it. It was me.
Oh my god.
It was me responding to a comment that he commented on my picture. Oh. I was the comment.
Sophia.
But did
we feel goofy?
Yeah, but like not really. Because I feel like maybe maybe I'm not the best person to take advice from, but maybe the more I like check the things that are making me anxious and it's nothing, then maybe one day I won't have to check. Because I'm just like, it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it for sure.
I don't just go through a phone.
I feel like, well, that one's like a specific reason, so I get it.
Unless I have a specific reason.
Yeah. I would personally ask only because the touch of holding another man's phone will actually send me into a spiral.
I know, an orbit. I used to not even be able to like watch like a TikTok. Yeah, like if he was showing me, I'd be like, get it away from me.
Oh my god, the things that I've gone through, like I've had to be so expressive of like how I feel about the phone, like so fucked up. But like,
no, me, if I have a little, I'm not gonna like just be like, I'm bored, let me go through a phone.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who's commenting on this? One time he was on Snapchat and I thought I saw a girl's
Oh, that's happened to me
Bitmoji,
too.
and it was just one of his guy friends that had
With
long hair.
Me
And I was
too.
like,
Me
who
too,
the fuck is that?
bro? I'd be like, who's that? And he's like, literally, blah, blah, blah.
Or one time it was a girl, but it wasn't in recents. It was just kind of like moved up, because I don't really know the reason why, honestly. Don't come for me.
Yeah.
But I made him like open the chat, and it was like grade, so like they've never communicated with each other. He's like, it's someone I went to high school with, like whatever. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we probably sound insane, but I know it's like majority women.
I'm not the only person that goes through a phone.
Exactly. So like
you
relate.
all go through a phone.
Like if men were watching this, they think we're insane. Well, but it doesn't matter. It's not for the boys. Exactly. It's for the girls. It's girl talk.
Exactly. Not for you guys.
It's girl talk. Okay. Last but not least, question. I don't know if I should leave my boyfriend or not. I'm 19 and have been dating my boyfriend who's 18 for 2 years. We're long distance because I'm in college and he just graduated high school. Throughout the past year, I've had a lot of fun, met new people, one of them being my RA who's 20. Being long distance has been hard on my relationship because I've had a lot of arguments with my boyfriend, and on top of it, I've started to develop feelings for my RA.
What's RA?
Resident assistant or something. Okay. It's like the person that works at the building. At first, I tried to deny them, but we've been spending so much time together that I can't ignore it. I don't know if he has feelings for me, but a few days ago, he asked me how my relationship was going, and I vented about how many problems we've been having in detail. I don't know what to do, if I should follow my heart or head and leave my boyfriend or keep working on my relationship with him.
I feel as if you're already like kind of interested in another man in that way, then you more likely like you're ready to skedaddle.
Yeah. I just feel bad because like poor other guy, poor boyfriend. But in the same breath, and I hate to be a hater, but he deserves a little better.
Like you're already catching feelings for somebody else and already have another love interest.
Exactly. In a sense of like he deserves someone who's gonna be all for him. So whether or not something works out with this other guy, I think that you shouldn't be with this guy. Like genuinely, because I think like if you're developing feelings that you can't deny, like that's like emotional cheating, exactly, to a certain extent. Yeah. So it's like, I think that last relationship's not for you anymore because things are clearly not working out. Long distance, I'm sure, is hard, and like there's other issues that you guys are probably just having repetitive arguments. That's why they keep happening over and over again. Also, that pushes you to feel like inclined to get to know other people in a way that you wouldn't if you were in a happy relationship, hopefully. And I know a lot of people might think like grass isn't always greener on the other side type of thing, but the grass is greener where you water it.
Right. Honestly, it makes sense. Wherever you're gonna put your energy and your
exactly,
emotions and stuff into, like that's where it's gonna be better. But like Alex said, I just feel like if you're already at the stage where you're thinking about another man, like also give yourself some time, like
don't hop right from one into the other.
So the question was what, like I don't know if I should leave my boyfriend. Like definitely leave your boyfriend, because like if I don't
think it's fair anymore.
No, because what if he was like, oh, there's another girl I like, but I don't know if I want to be with you, but I think I like this other girl, but I don't know if I want to be with you. Like you would not really like that.
You wouldn't be happy for sure.
No.
It's just like when you're in a relationship, you're either all in it or you're not. And I think any stage in between that is not fair for the other person. Yeah. So you need to kind of grow up. I hate for the tough love, but like you need to grow up, make a decision and go with it. Like go with your gut.
Because I've definitely been like at the emotionally checked out state, like at the end, but I don't think I ever even was thinking about like another
any other person.
Like a year after that. Like it took a minute because it's like,
after even leaving that relationship.
And I just feel like like you should definitely leave the relationship and then focus on yourself, because even if this guy is like interested in you, like
you might not want to jump from one to the next. Like, it sounds like there's a lot of like personal development that might need to happen. You're young still. You're literally 19.
Yeah.
Like,
mind you, we are like 6-7 years older.
Yeah. So that's actually a lot of time.
Yeah.
But I heard that whatever relationship you're in when you're 19, like the statistics of that working out are so low. I saw a tweet that was like,
proof.
I saw a tweet that was like, who's going to tell that 19-year-old girl that the love of her life is not the love of her life? And I'm like, damn.
But honestly, or if for anyone who's not in a relationship but they're 19, maybe just let that one breathe.
Slide. Yeah, I think definitely take some time away from a relationship in general, whether it be your boyfriend, current boyfriend, or the future guy that you're interested in, like literally take a break. See how you feel by yourself before you're like so intrigued in this other person. Because also keep in mind, the beginning of everything is exciting. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, obviously you're 2 years into your relationship with your current boyfriend, so it's not as exciting and fun and whatever as it was when you first started first started dating them, because that's literally just the science of it. Like, you have butterflies, it's exciting, like things are feeling fun, and then you get used to a person the same way that you're going to get used to Mr. RA. Like, you'll get used to him as well.
Yeah.
So it always seems more exciting initially. It seems like these feelings are really intense and this and that, and it's like you get there and the other person has flaws too. Surprise, surprise. So lots to think about for you personally. I think
I would just really think about it. I feel like for sure leave your relationship, because I don't think it's fair to him, or I guess even you at this point, if you feel like you're forcing yourself into like basically trying to like this person still. And then focus on yourself for a little bit, and then if you want to talk to that man, if you feel like you're ready, I'm not here to judge anyone, then honestly, it's like, talk to him,
go for it
just
whenever
make sure
it feels
you're healed.
right.
A little bit at least.
All right, ladies, I hope you guys enjoyed this girl talk. Thank you guys for your questions. Don't forget, if you guys are listening on Spotify and Apple Pods, that we have at Between You and Me podcast on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Sophia, for being here.
Having me.
No problem. And for answering these questions.
No problem. No worries.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, listening, and I shall talk to you in my next episode. Bye.